Hello student, my name is Sukumar. Today I shall show you how to solve projectile problem using only these three equations. You do not need to remember any other equation. Let's try to solve a problem. You are throwing a ball at velocity 20 meter per second and at an angle 30 degree with horizontal. So let's say this is your horizontal lines and this is blue pen is the direction of the ball and this angle is 30 degree. Now what will be the path of this ball? It will reach up to certain height, then it will come down and it will touch grounds. Let's say this is ground. And this distance is 15 meter. Now we have to find out this time taken to reach this peak. It's a t1 and the velocity at this point. And we have to calculate this distance. Let's say it's h1 and this distance. Let this is d1. Similarly, in this point also you need to calculate time t2, time required to reach this point from this point, and v2. Now that velocity has two components. One is vertical component, that is, and another is horizontal components. So this is ux and this is uy. So that ux will be 10. So I have calculated here, just you can look from here. So this will be 10, this is 10 root 3 and uy is 10. Okay. Now can you calculate t1? To calculate t1, which velocity you will consider, ux or uy? Can you think it? So for any vertical movement you need to consider two parts. One is ux, that is upward directions, and another is g, which is downward directions. So these you need to consider for any vertical movement. And for horizontal movement you need to consider only ux. This is for horizontal movement. Why we are not considering g here? Because this is direction of ux and g is this directions. So it is exactly 90 degree. The g has no effect on ux. Okay. This is the thumb rule. This is the important things that you need to understand to solve any projectile problems. So we have to split that complex problem to two parts. One is vertical and another is horizontal. So now to calculate T1, we need to consider these things. Okay, because that ball is moving vertically and after certain height, after this height, so that if I take v1x and v1y, so at this point that v1y is 0. That's why ball is not moving upward. From here it started come down. Okay, so you can use these equations. V equal to u minus g t. Here V is Vy, that is 0, and u is uy, which is 10 minus 10 t. So t equal to 1 second. Okay. Now let's try to find out h1. So h1 equal to, so we are using this equation, ut minus half gt square. So ut, u is 10 and t is 1 minus half g is 10 and this t1 is 1. So 1 square. So this is 5 meter. So what will be this distance? So this is 15 plus 5 equal to 20 meter. So can you please tell me that how will you calculate that x component of this velocity? So that will be ux equal to 10 root 3, and this is also if these two components v2x and v2y, so this will be 10 root 3. That velocity vx is constant at all the points of this path, right? Now we have to find out this t2. Just think how we can find out, in particular which things we have to consider, these things or these things. So now the time required to travel from this point to these points, let's say this is A, this is B and this is C. So T2 equal to time required to travel from A to B, so TAB and plus from B to C, TBC, right? And we know this time it is T1 plus we need to calculate TBC. So means time required to travel the ball from this point to this points. Let's calculate it. So we can use these equations. S equal to ut minus half gt square. Here that S is total distance, it is 20, minus u is uy, so this is 10, t minus half, g is 10 into t square. Sorry, so this is wrong. So we are considering from here, right? And here that v, this component, vertical component of velocity is 0. So this is 0 into t. Okay, we are not considering from A, we are considering it from B. Okay, so now, so this comes to 20 equal to, this is plus. Why this is plus? Because from these points that velocity, the y component is this directions and g also same directions. G and Vy are in the same direction, so this will be plus. Let this is 5. So 20 equal to 5 t square, right? So t square equal to 4 and t equal to plus 4 and minus 4, sorry, plus 2 and minus 2. So time cannot be negative, so discarding this, so the t is equal to 2. So now you have calculated that t2 is equal to t1 plus that time required from this point to this points, and it is 2. So this is 1 plus 2 equal to 3 seconds. Okay, so is it clear to you? So basically, to calculate the time required to travel from this path to this path, we are split into two parts. One is time required to travel from this path to this path, and time required from this path, this point to this point. Now we have to find out that V2y. So V2y equal to, this is V1y plus G and T B C, right? Time required to travel ball from point B to C. So G T B C, right? So it was 2 seconds. I erased it. So this is 0 plus 10 and this is 2. So this is 20 meter per seconds. So here this is Vx, V2x, this is 10 root 3 and this y is 20. Okay, it will be 20, yet this is 20. So here using this vector you can calculate the resultant velocity v2. Okay, so it is your homework, try to find out v2. Now let's calculate this distance. Let's see, this is r. So what will be r? So while calculating this distance, you need to consider only this part. Okay, so these are equal to the ux into time required. Time required to travel ball from A point to C point, right? So T, A and C. So this is C, right? T, A and C. So you know this is ux is 10 root 3 and this is 3. So this is 30 root 3 meter. Sorry, this is 30. ux is 10 root 3 and TSC is 30 root 3 meter. I hope you have understand how to solve projectile problem and 30 root 3. Thank you very much for listening.